Traveling teacher here, and I'm with my dad, and guess what? We ain't be traveling because we are in lockdown here in Addis Ababa. I shouldn't use the word lockdown, that's a bit severe of a way to say that, but for your health, we ain't going anywhere. We've pretty much been staying in this apartment for 3 days now, and things just so fluid right now with the coronavirus situation, and it's obviously very serious. Obviously there's a ton of information out there on that. And it's just interesting, maybe from our perspective, and we have a story to tell maybe that's unique, just in the sense that I'm here living and working in Ethiopia in sort of a pseudo-diplomatic status, and so I have access to a lot of resources and support systems that maybe a lot of people would not have if they were just traveling on vacation and such. And so I have a lot of confidence in the systems that we have here and my ability to leave when absolutely necessary from this country. And right now I just have a lot of confidence being here and staying here and being of support, if I can, to the amazing Ethiopians that I'm friends with. Complicating matters, however, is that my father came here on vacation from the epicenter in America, really, in Seattle. And so you escaped Seattle and came here on vacation. And but you're a little bit older, and so you're more in that risk factor. So the medical care that he would receive in Seattle is obviously very high, and it would be preferable for him to be there if something were to go wrong. So it's this back and forth, not knowing what to do, what's the best move, what's the best decision in this. We don't know. We have no idea. What are your thoughts right now on everything?
We're both feeling great, no symptoms of any type, and we're keeping our distance from a lot of people. Like Joshua said, we're in basic lockdown, self-lockdown, just because we don't want to be exposed. But we do sneak out occasionally and grab a bite to eat, as we did last night.
Because things are still open here.
Yeah, things are still open.
Dr. Abiy, the Prime Minister, did make an announcement that there's some restrictions on gatherings in terms of numbers. Lots of recommendations are being made, of course, for social distancing, and in public transportation there's some changes being made. I can't leave the city of Addis Ababa, where I live right now, at work, so here in the capital we actually are disallowed from traveling outside of the city. That's new this week. So yeah, things are rapidly changing. I mean, we were in the mountains just 2 days ago, and that's not somewhere we can go now.
1 minute we're thinking maybe I should get sent home, and called the airport, made some arrangements, and at the last minute we pulled the plug on that and thought, well, got about a week left, so we're going to ride it out and just spend a lot of time together and sneak out when we can sneak out.
I mean, this is the question. Should he go home or not? He flies home, just according to the original itinerary, in about a week. And so, do we just hope that things are still good in a week, that airlines are still operating and there's enough flights, and et cetera, et cetera?
Right. My concern was that the airport had closed down, and then how long would it be closed down? A month, 2 months, 3 months?
Yeah.
So you start to feel that a little bit of anxiety. What should I do? Should I get out of here now? Or just hold it out? We both have a piece about just hanging out for another week.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's a crazy question. And so part of what we'll start doing now is documenting each day how things are escalating and how are we handling this. So we did buy a bunch of food yesterday, so we were stockpiled on water and food. We're good to go. My housekeeper, wonderful person, part of the family, I said, you need to stay home. I really care about you and your family, and the whole coming in and working in my house from the outside is not safe for us, and it's also not safe for you. So just stay home and take care of your family. So we really have isolated ourselves. Self-quarantining is the word that's used. I'm not using that phrase because people are typically doing that when they're sick, and we're not sick. So that's why lockdown is the phrase I've been using. So it's basically going to document each day, like, what now? What are we doing now? What's the update now here? So we just got done off of starting an amazing vacation. In the vacation that we just did, that was cut short. We were up in the mountains and the Jeep had some problems. Jeeps break down, so in this country it's always an adventure. So we had a flat tire, had to take care of that. I still haven't repaired the tire. I'm just running on a spare right now. And I don't know what is wrong. In the comments below, maybe comment based on what I'm going to describe. So as I'm driving, there's hesitation and lurching in the car as I'm trying to accelerate, especially in gears 2 and 3. We replaced the fuel pump. Some of the gasoline here in the country isn't exactly as clean as it should be, as it could be, and so it can cause problems. So we thought maybe fuel pump, not a fuel pump problem. A cheap initial step that we took was to swap out the gas cap. Maybe there was some air seeping through. New gas cap didn't help it at all. It just keeps getting progressively worse. So we're wondering maybe it could be spark plugs to replace. Maybe it could be something like the fuel filter. I don't know, I'm not a mechanic. And here there's some really good mechanics, but they don't know necessarily a Jeep. A Jeep Wrangler is what I have, a Jeep Wrangler TJ 2006. So if you've got insight on why my car might be lurching and losing its power, let me know what's going on. I mean, maybe I'm not running on all piston. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. So hey, hive mind out there in YouTube, give me some tips and pointers. I had so much planned and had to cancel it all, which is minuscule compared to what so many are going through right now in terms of economics and in terms of health. The devastation is very high right now, and it will likely only get worse. So it's going to be really important for us to come together as people and be strong. Be strong. Be there for each other. So I think that's another good reason that you're here, is that we can work together.
That's right.
Because my brother and my mother are in Washington State, and they can take care of each other together, and now I can take care of Dad too. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
It is.
A week ago, I was just teaching normal in class. It's insane how fast this thing has changed, but the changes are because people are being responsible, governments are being responsible and responding quickly. That's why it's gone so quickly, or changed so quickly. So that's good. Hopefully we can start to level off that curve. We're seeing that in mainland China, that it's slowly but surely starting to level off. So at least we can stop it and help the healthcare system catch up. And then when we re-release people back together again, there'll probably be another curve that we'll experience, but at least the healthcare system will caught up. Maybe we have a vaccine by then. Maybe there's better systems in place. Maybe we're better prepared. It's more of I hate the phrase that's being used, the new normal. That's not okay to say that, but something along the lines of we're better prepared. We're more armed and ready for another sort of blip in the radar when we reintroduce ourselves from social distancing and quarantines. Something like that. So, as a teacher, I have to keep going. So I'll be teaching online. I'm very blessed to have an amazing school that has equipped us and prepared us for this. So we're going to keep teaching online no matter what, and provide academic services at the highest rigor, highest level for our students day after day. That starts next week. We're actually on spring break right now. So I'm looking forward to finding new creative platforms and methods of teaching students. We already do a lot of personalized learning in our school. As it is, we're one of the leading PLC schools through Solution Tree, and also a personalized learning school in the world. And so this is just sort of a natural expression of some of the stuff we're already doing as educators in our school. It's going to be a good trial run for us to see how good our systems are, how robust, how rigorous, can we be highly effective and progressive at the same time. Sort of doing the dual dance on those two. We'll see what happens. So. All right, well, here's to another day in Ethiopia. Let's rock and roll, huh? Can't go anywhere, but we'll rock and roll anyway.
That's right.
Somehow. Time for another movie night, I think.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.